If we thought we already knew the Boruto characters pretty well, turns out Mikio Ikemoto was holding onto plenty of small details that can completely change how we see them. From Kashin Koji actually inheriting Jiraiya's perverted streak, to why Sarada went through a 3-year period that was way more painful than anything we've seen, all the way to Inojin and Himawari's relationship starting to shift into something romantic. What's even cooler is that a few details from the latest character Q&A and database seemed pretty minor and honestly kind of boring to me at first. But when you connect them to Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, they become way more interesting. So yeah, I'm Nim without the E. Help me push this video to 100 likes or 1K hype points. Thanks a lot, guys. First and most importantly, here are a few points already confirmed by Ikemoto. Let's start with someone we probably least expected, Kashin Koji. Ever since he first showed up, Koji was always framed as a super serious character. Cold gaze, calm demeanor, and almost never showing any extreme emotion. Literally the total opposite of Jiraiya. But at least after learning his connection to Jiraiya, specifically that he's Jiraiya's clone, a lot of fans wondered, how similar is Koji to Jiraiya, really, right? And the answer turns out to be pretty hilarious. According to Ikemoto, Koji actually shares the exact same perverted nature as Jiraiya. The difference, Jiraiya was totally open and spontaneous about it, while Koji is a closet pervert. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that trait is still inside him, it's just that Koji would never show it in front of anyone else. But honestly, personally speaking, looking at how Koji's character has been so far, I can't even imagine how that perverted side would ever get revealed. What do you guys think? And there's a reason why we'll most likely never see that side in the story. Ida. With her Senrigan, Ida can basically monitor things from huge distances, meaning Koji has to be careful 24/7 because there's always a chance she's watching. Just imagine Koji doing something weird all by himself, then suddenly remembering Ida might be watching. Thinking about it, that actually fits Koji pretty well. He's got that part of him that's just like Jiraiya, but his personality is way more guarded. Moving on, is there a character dealing with way more serious issues? That'd be Sarada. One of the most interesting questions was what Sarada's life was actually like during those 3 years after Omnipotence changed the world. We know Sarada was one of the few immune to the memory rewrite. She knew Boruto wasn't really the enemy, she knew Naruto wasn't actually killed by Boruto, and she knew Boruto and Kawaki's positions were reversed. But knowing the truth didn't make Sarada's life any easier. Quite the opposite. Sarada chose to openly defend Boruto, and this is where the contrast with Sumire gets super interesting. Sumire played it safer. She understood the situation, but chose to hold back and keep a low profile. Sarada took a different road. She stood up in front of everyone and told them that everything they believed about Boruto was wrong. The problem is, to the people of Konoha, Sarada isn't just a girl defending a fugitive. She's Sasuke's daughter, and Sasuke was known to have left with Boruto. Meaning, from the villagers' point of view, the Uchiha family seemed to be on the wrong side once again. Ikemoto even revealed that Sarada faced straight-up hate from the villagers. Her house was vandalized, she was slandered in the streets, and some people already held negative feelings towards Sasuke even before Omnipotence happened. So try putting yourself in Sarada's shoes. On one hand, the whole world says Boruto is the enemy. On the other hand, she knows it's all a lie, and every time she tries to speak the truth, she's the one getting hated. But through all of that, Sarada still had one person consistently backing her up, Sakura. Her mom stayed on her side, just like Sasuke would have done for his daughter. Personally, this detail makes Sarada's journey during the time skip feel so much more tragic. It's just that some of that harassment and stuff will probably end up in the anime, since we know her treatment by the villagers wasn't shown in the manga. But at least for those 3 years, she wasn't just training as a shinobi. She had to live as someone who knew the truth, but couldn't get the world to believe her. Yeah, it is what it is. Then we have Himawari. Interestingly, Himawari's bond with Team 10 didn't just happen out of nowhere. Even though from the early chapters of 2 Blue Vortex, it looked like she was already hanging out and training with them. Originally, Himawari just wanted advice from Sarada because she was worried about Boruto. But Team 10 actually told her to stay away from Sarada for her own safety. Because of that, Himawari ended up spending way more time with Inojin, Shikadai, and Chocho. That's how their bond grew. Himawari eventually decided to train as a shinobi alongside Team 10 with a clear goal. She wants to get stronger to help Boruto. And it gets even more interesting because one of Team 10's members actually started catching feelings for her, Inojin. According to Ikemoto, Inojin only recently realized his feelings for Himawari. Not out of nowhere, but because they've been training and taking on missions together way more often. Inojin started admiring Himawari's independent side. He saw how she manages her own home and how the girl who used to look like a little kid is slowly becoming much more mature. Looking at the latest character database, Inojin is now 15 while Himawari is just 12. But IDK, I'm not really interested in discussing their love story, especially since they're still nowhere near mature. Anyway, speaking of Team 10, we also got a few details on Shikadai and Chocho. Shikadai is still the most laid-back member of Team 10, just like his dad was. He's 15 and super skilled with the Nara clan's shadow-based ninjutsu, which shows how much potential this generation has to be even better, right? As for Chocho, she remains Team 10's energy booster. Choji's daughter is 15, uses expansion jutsu, and turns out to be really attentive toward Himawari. Yeah, even in the recent chapters, you gotta admit Chocho really looks out for her. Then there's Boruto. In the newest database, Boruto is described as a one-eyed rebel, carrying the weight of destiny. He's 15 now, born on March 27th, and has a few cool little details. His hobbies fit his post-time skip self way better now. Meditation and crafting accessories for the Flying Raijin. That alone shows how much Boruto has grown over the last 3 years. He's no longer just relying on raw power. He's way calmer, more disciplined, and developing his own techniques. Next up is Mitsuki. Yeah, you guys probably already know who he is. He's a creation of Orochimaru and a member of Team 7 alongside Kawaki and Sarada. He's 15 years old and was born on July 25th. Then there's Sumire. She's also 15 years old and is one of the characters who wasn't affected by omnipotence. However, her role is quite different now. She works as Amado's assistant on the science team, conducting research on scientific ninja tools and related technologies. Then we get to the insanely dangerous trio, Ada, Damon, and Code. Ida is now 19. She has the Senrigan to see things from massive distances, plus omnipotence. Damon is 13 now, acting as Ada's knight with the ability to reflect any intent to harm him as long as his palms are touching someone else. Then Code, who is 18 and carrying on the Otsutsuki will. He's still hunting Boruto and Kawaki, life keeping Ishiki's legacy alive in the story. Lastly, Amado, a 59-year-old scientist formerly with Kara. His main goal still revolves around Shinjutsu and his desire to revive his daughter. Because of that, Amado is one of the most unpredictable characters. He might be working with Konoha, but that doesn't mean we can fully trust him. Now let's move to something way more exciting, the Shinju. How do their physical forms actually end up looking like the humans they came from? The answer is actually pretty simple. According to Ikemoto, a Shinju's posture and physical build are basically pulled from their human source. So their looks aren't just random designs. There's a direct link between the Shinju's body and the original human. But keep one thing in mind, their size isn't always the exact same. Since some claw grimes are huge, a Shinju's body can grow way bigger than the original humans, which makes sense considering how divine trees and Shinju work. They aren't just humans turning into monsters. There's a biological process and Otsutsuki power making the final result evolve way past the base form. And yep, that's pretty much what Ikemoto revealed in this session for the month. Oh, one more thing. There were a few extra things I didn't include, like their favorite foods or random hobbies, but I stuck to sharing what I felt was actually important. Yeah, it is what it is. If you enjoyed this, help me hit 100 likes or 1K hype points. I'm Nim without the E. See you in the next video. Bye-bye, Data Bio.